along with the rest of my friends in the country, love fast food. But I, along with the rest of my friends, know that it is not nutritional. As I'm eating it, it's delicious and a guilty pleasure, but 2 hours afterwards I'm feeling miserable and lethargic. I want to live a long time, so I decided to study the nutritional values of different foods. In doing so, I've recently discovered that the keys to maintaining a healthy lifestyle include finding out what robs us of our nutrients, how to adjust to prevent what's damaging our health, and tracking your macro and micronutrients. GMOs are one thing that's depleting us of our micronutrients, and GMO stands for genetically modified organisms. To go more into depth, The Micronutrient Miracle, written by James Colton and Mira Colton, informs its readers that GMOs involve artificially inserting genes from bacteria, viruses, insects, animals, or even humans into the DNA of crops and animals in order to improve their resistance to pesticides, make them hardier to survive changes in the weather, and reduce maturation time. Simply put, they basically just find DNA any way they can to help them mature in a shorter amount of time. And the statistics on page 12 also state that GMOs are found in more than 80% of packaged foods in the U.S. There are ways that you can find no GMO foods, and they're labeled at normally organic grocery stores. Other things causing a depletion in micronutrients involve the conditions that our produce has to sit through. The quote on page 14 of the Micronutrient Miracle states that our food's microbes are greatly affected by heat, air, and light. This means that the more it travels across countries in trucks and the more factories it sits in, the more we're losing the micronutrients from that food, which is why we don't get enough of the micronutrients that we need. And this is why it's also important to buy food that's been made in your state or is locally grown. Diets also deplete us of our micronutrients. Whether you're on a ketogenic diet, paleo, or a low-carb diet with high protein, it doesn't matter. On page 12, it states that no diet can protect you from any micronutrient deficiency disease in and of itself, and deficiencies in specific micronutrients lead to specific health conditions. This means that no matter what diet you are trying to do, you're most likely going to be deficient in a micronutrient, so it's not going to matter and it won't help you be healthier. And when trying to lose weight, one's mindset should be about a lifetime kind of change, not just a set number of days. The difference between macro and micronutrients is macros are carbs, fats, and protein, and those, hence the word macro, can be taken in a higher number, in a higher portion, based most of the time used at meals, whereas micronutrients are your vitamins, minerals, amino acids, and your fatty acids, and those are more important for your heart and your brain health to help prevent diseases. And you take them in smaller portions, hence the word micro, and usually in the form of vitamins. And to state the importance of micronutrients, the quote in the introduction in the Micronutrient Miracle states that the mineral magnesium is necessary for the transmission of muscular activity and nerve impulses, temperature regulation, detoxification reactions, and the forming of healthy bones and teeth, and is involved in synthesis of DNA and RNA and energy production. So, how can we attain a better lifestyle? By tracking your macro and micronutrients, you can get everything you need in all the right portions based on your daily calorie intake. Get a better sleep, drink plenty of water, and look for foods that do not contain preservatives or GMOs. And I also have these statistics about how many of us lack micros. I use some examples. About 10% of us lack iron, and about 90% of us lack potassium. And that just kind of ranges. Thank you.